Endearing Embellishments. My name is Lori Clendenning, and tonight we're going to make this precious Merry Christmas craft using items that we have purchased from Hobby Lobby and from the Dollar Tree. So let's get started. For this part of the project, we are using wood filler. I just wanted to plug up the hole at the top of the sign, the Merry Christmas sign, to make sure that we had a clean finish to work with. The first paint that we're going to use is the Waverly chalk paint. You can purchase the Waverly chalk paint at Walmart. It's my very favorite because it dries really fast and it is thick. It is the celery, color celery, and it is fabulous. I'm going to use it to paint all of the holly leaves. I liked the more muted look of using the celery rather than a traditional green or a darker green on this part of the project. Now I'll just finish up painting the holly on the wreath, and then we'll be ready to switch colors. The next paint that we're going to use is the Waverly chalk paint in hazelnut. I'm going to use this to accentuate the branches and the wreath portion of this sign. The last paint color that we're going to use is the Waverly chalk paint in the liqueur color. It is a beautiful red and the perfect paint for the holly berries in the wreath. As I'm painting the holly berries, I'm noticing just how cute this sign is turning out to be and how festive it will be to add this to our Christmas decor this year. I decided to use the same color, the liqueur chalk paint in Waverly, to paint the center of the sign in the Merry Christmas. I thought it added an extra pop and would look really nice with the holly berries. I'm going to turn the sign around now so that you can see we're getting closer to the finish as I add the very last bits of paint to the berries. At the top where the bow is, there was a hole that I had hanging jute through, I guess to hang the sign, but I wanted to cover that up so that it would look like a nicer finish when we added the bow. The wood filler that I chose to use had a pink tint to it, and once it's dry it turns to a more neutral color, showing us that it is ready to be sanded. We're all finished painting now, so I'm going to set the wreath aside to dry just a tad more while we get our backdrop ready for adhering the wreath to it. This sign is from Hobby Lobby. You can see from the tag that it was $5.99, but I'm sure I used the sale in the store, the 50% off, to pick this up. I'm going to pick up our Merry Christmas wreath. I think it's almost dry now. Isn't it cute? It turned out very nice. I'm just going to place some hot glue on the back and get it ready to press down onto our sign. This is my cordless hot glue gun that I purchased from Amazon. I recommend this hot glue gun to anyone who is a serious crafter because it's cordless and easy to use. We're ready to adhere our wreath to our backdrop now. I'm being very careful to make sure that it's in the center of the board and that the holly and the berries are in the exact place and the bow is exactly where I want it to be. Now that our wreath's in place, I'm going to grab our fine grit sandpaper that I picked up from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to sand the top of the bow where we have the extra bit of wood filler, making sure that we have a smooth surface to adhere the bow to. I chose to use this adorable buffalo check ribbon that I purchased at Hobby Lobby. It's so cute. It has pom-poms on each side of the ribbon, and I think it will add this special touch to our wreath. I'm going to tie the ribbon into a traditional bow, making sure that I have a tail on each side. I have to sort of play with the bow here because I have a tight space at the top in order to place it. So I have to make sure that each tail of the bow is the exact right size, that the bow is fluffy, and that it is in the perfect position for the wreath. You can see that I'm struggling a bit to make sure that it is absolutely perfect. But it's important because I didn't want any of the wood showing from underneath. I could have went ahead and painted the bow, but I wanted to add some dimension to it, so I decided to hot glue the buffalo check. And the buffalo check ribbon is very popular this year, and I wanted to incorporate it into this sign. Getting the bow in place was difficult, but getting the tails of the bow was even more difficult as the bottoms of the ribbon were very close together. You will see that I am using my scissors to help with the hot glue so that I don't burn my fingers. I'm trimming both sides of the tails of the ribbon so that they are perfectly in place and precise in the bow of the wreath. There, I think I have it now. We're getting so close to being finished. And there we have it, our Merry Christmas sign ready for the holidays. Sweet, precious little sign that can be a door hanger. It can, you can cut the jute off and make it your own. Whatever it is, it's been great crafting with you, and see you next time.